Welcome to Creep Factor, where we unearth horrors beyond imagination. Our tale begins in the heart of Germany in the year 1952 with the birth of a seemingly ordinary girl named Anneliese Michel. Raised in the stern faith of Catholicism, Anneliese was known for her devotion and piety. But at the tender age of 16, the threads of her normal life began to unravel. She was plagued by inexplicable convulsions, a symptom of what doctors would later diagnose as epilepsy and psychosis. Yet, conventional medicine proved to be a futile attempt to quell the storm that was brewing within Anneliese. Despite the pills and the therapies, her condition only worsened. And then came the voices, terrifying whispers that spoke of hellfire and damnation. These were not the figments of a distressed mind, but something far more chilling. Despite numerous medical interventions, Anneliese's condition worsened, culminating in terrifying visions and voices that whispered of damnation. As Anneliese spiraled into an abyss of torment, her faith led her to believe that she was possessed. This belief wasn't unfounded. Her behavior became increasingly erratic and disturbing. She started to exhibit a violent aversion to religious objects, and her voice took on a horrifyingly guttural tone. This was no longer the Anneliese they knew and loved. In her desperation, Anneliese reached out to the Catholic Church for help. Two priests, Ernst Alt and Arnold Renz, took interest in her case. They observed her, studied her, and came to a chilling conclusion that echoed her own fears. Anneliese was under the influence of a demonic entity. The Church, however, was initially hesitant. In an era of growing skepticism and scientific inquiry, the concept of demonic possession was controversial. But as Anneliese's condition worsened, the Church had to make a decision. With the Church's eventual approval, a series of exorcisms began, plunging Anneliese further into an unfathomable nightmare. Anneliese underwent 67 exorcisms over a span of 10 months, a chilling ordeal that would shake even the most hardened of souls. In a room filled with prayer and fear, Anneliese wrestled with unseen forces, her body contorted in unnatural ways. Her eyes rolled back as she screamed and growled in voices not her own. She claimed to be possessed by a host of demons, each more malevolent than the last. The audio recordings from these sessions are a haunting testament to her torment. Her voice, often guttural and unrecognizable, echoed with the supposed voices of her demonic captors. These weren't mere whispers in the dark, but roaring declarations of possession, chilling in their intensity. These exorcisms were not just a test of faith, but a battle waged on the battleground of a young woman's soul. Each session, each prayer, each confrontation left Anneliese weaker. But the most horrifying was yet to come. The exorcisms took a heavy toll on Anneliese's health, leading to a tragic end. In July 1976, Anneliese Michel breathed her last, leaving behind a trail of questions and a chilling legacy. Her tragic demise was followed by a storm of controversy. Her parents and the priests involved were charged with negligent homicide, their faith put under a microscope in a court of law. Their defense? They believed they were fighting a spiritual battle, not a medical one. This case saw a tectonic shift in the Catholic Church's approach to exorcism, with tighter regulations and a heightened emphasis on distinguishing between mental illness and demonic possession. Anneliese's story, while heart-wrenching, has been immortalized in the annals of horror cinema. Her life, her struggle, her tragic end, all serving as a chilling muse for filmmakers, giving birth to spine-chilling narratives that continue to haunt audiences around the globe. Anneliese Michel's harrowing tale serves as a stark reminder of the unseen horrors that may lurk beyond the realm of human understanding. Until our next encounter, remain curious, stay vigilant, and always fear the unknown.